Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. Say hello in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Hi, Sue.
Hey there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I am so happy to see all of you today. What a great way to spend the evening. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. So, I'm just letting some more people into the room. And I was so excited that this is how we get to spend our evening together and in community and support and helping each other um, function as optimally as possible. Talk about all the things that we need to talk about and dive into our own healing. So, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, Sue.
Thank you.
I'm Di, and you're recording this, right? So I don't have to try to figure that out.
Nope, nope.
Just lucky I got this far.
So there is a workbook I did send out. Did you get it?
Oh, I did see that earlier, and then I got sidetracked.
You don't need
I'm
it
gonna,
for the class. You don't need it for the class. You can just listen. I am going to send out a replay tomorrow, so you don't have to worry. You can review this.
okay, because I did get it, and then I promptly forgot about it.
Okay, I don't think I received it, but I'll double check. Maybe I could have missed it.
Reach out if you didn't. I sent it in an email. Eventbrite does not allow attachments, so I sent out an email and look in your promotions or your trash if you don't see it. And reach out if, you can always reach out to me.
Okay.
I'm going to put my email, where is it? Sue at soulfullywellness.com. So this way you have my my information, you can reach out. Okay. So, okay. So here we are, 7:30. We have only an hour and I I want to dive right in. So, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here with us. And tonight we're going to step into the sacred journey of our healing, of your healing journey. And so each of you might have a reason why this class intrigued you. And so living in our soul alignment allows us to live in our truth, in our power, and our divine flow. And we all deserve that. So this space is a sanctuary where we can all return to our center and return to your clarity and your soul's wisdom. And we do this together. You're not alone. So we all have a story. We all have a story. And so we walk this journey together. So let's begin this class with setting our intention for the class. So just close your eyes, center yourself, and ask, what what is your intention for this class? And I want you to trust whatever comes up is the right answer. We are inviting our soul to speak to us. And when you're ready, did you bring a candle to the class?
But I don't have a lighter.
Here, I'll loan you mine.
Thank you. No, I'll go get one. It's in the other room. I'll be right back.
Okay. That's funny.
Right in front of us, or can it just be on the altar?
It can be wherever you want, baby.
Were we supposed to light it?
Well, when everybody's ready, we're gonna
Okay.
do a little thing. We're gonna do a little ceremony together.
Mine's already lit, so
Okay.
I lit it before I even got online.
All right, you're ahead of us. So now
Mine too.
you with your candle, you can put your candles in your hand. If your candle is on your altar and already lit, just bring that energy, surround that candle with your intention. And so the intention that you got, just infuse your candle, whether it's in your hand or on already lit on your altar or next to you. Just infuse that candle with your intention. And then light it. Make sure your candle is in a safe, fire safe container because it's fire.
There's that.
And I've had my experiences with fire. So as you can see, really starts our consciousness, our, oh, that's what, and breathe into your body as we prepare for this class. Place one hand on your heart and one on your womb or your belly. And just take a deep breath in and exhale. Feel the weight of your presence, your wholeness. Breathe in peace. And exhale anything that does not belong to you. Just let it go. This is our sacred journey together. We're going to walk this class, walk our healing forward in consciousness, in beauty, in trust. So let us begin. I see some old faces and some new faces. I'm so happy to meet you all here in this sacred space. My name is Sue Ananian. I am an initiated Celtic shaman, oracle, energy healer, and a spiritual teacher in an ancient esoteric lineage. So I've studied with my teacher for 24 years. And he, there was always somebody ahead of us walking this path. And this is medicine handed down from teacher to student. So it's ancient knowledge. This isn't new age. We are talking today about the soul, one of the aspects. We are body, soul, and spirit. And so we're talking today about reconnecting with our soul, a very real energy within us that's alive and and yes, coming back to ourselves. So it's, this journey of healing, we're beginning here. There was another class that I taught, I think it was last month, disease, where disease lies within us. So now this is kind of the next step for those who took that class, although it's standalone. So if you didn't take it, you're fine. You didn't miss anything. Um, our soul alignment that we're talking about today is not about being perfect. Nobody is going to ask you to be perfect. What we're here to do is to be more of ourselves. Remember more of who we are, to live our authentic selves in alignment with our soul. So we're really talking about letting go of what we thought we needed to be, um, letting go of the programming and the illusions and the societal and familial um, programming and demands. It's you are here to be you. And so this is a journey where we go deep inside of ourselves because you're important. Your work in the world is important. Nobody else can do your work in the world. It's not like corporate America, where corporate America can get 1,500 applications for a job. There is only one you. And you made a contract with the creator, whatever name you use, God, Tonkishla, Yahweh, Adonai, creator, Allah, energy, universe. I mean, there's thousands of names. So you made a contract and you came to this planet to be you, and the world needs you. You need you, right? So that's where we are starting to dip our toe into. Who am I? Why am I here? Where am I going? What's my purpose? All the questions that a seeker asks. So when we feel in alignment, when we are in alignment with our soul, we might feel peace within ourselves. Even during a challenge, it doesn't mean that challenges do not arise. That's not true. We may feel clear about our yes and our no's. When we're aligned, we are going to feel more energized by what we give our time to, where our interest lies. And when we're in alignment, we feel guided and protected and spiritually connected. We feel centered, grounded, and good where we are. Nobody can rock us off our rock where we stand on this planet. And you can imagine when we feel out of alignment, we feel confused, emotionally foggy. We lack clarity. We might be tired, exhausted, even though we slept. And we feel disconnected from our joy and our purpose in life. And like we're living for others, but not for ourselves. Particularly women. right? We are taught to take care of everybody but ourselves. And I bet you the men in here can say the same thing, that they are disconnected from themselves, and taking care of everybody else. And the truth is, we need to come back, we need to come home to ourselves. So I did make a companion workbook. You can do this class without it. And then you can really sit with the thoughts afterwards and write in the journal the questions to the answers to the questions that they pose. Now, I know what it feels like to be in alignment and out of alignment because I'm just like you. I have lived this. My journey began when I was 19 and I was really sick. And I went through the medical system and they couldn't find out, with all the testing, they didn't know what was wrong with me. So I began a journey. It turned out to be a shamanic death, and I had to find my own healing. And what I found was that a lot of it was the very things that we're talking about now: alignment and misalignment. And if you've had any trauma, you're going to feel out of alignment, right? As you're, even though it's subconscious, society wants us to forget about it, be stoic. It happened a long time ago, or it didn't happen. Why are you crying about it? They have a lot of reasons why um, they hum, other people don't want to hear about it. It's uncomfortable. And the truth is, if we don't go inside, those traumas, that pain, that misalignment doesn't go away. It just solidifies and becomes something else: anxiety, depression, anger, disease. So we are looking to be our most authentic selves. True healing is peeling away the things that are not you, so that the the parts of you can shine. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
I'm probably speaking to the choir, right?
How does like, is that like shadow work? How does shadow work
Mm-hmm.
uh fit into this?
Yeah, shadow work is great. Um, yes, shadow work is great. And but the thing is, there's other healings too that can just pull trauma out. It doesn't. We don't want to um relive and solidify, because what happens is that energy can crystallize in our energy system. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
kind of resonate with that because I already know my past. I I know why I'm the way I am. I've seen it, lived it.
Mhm.
I'm kind of feeling like I don't need to go back. I just need to flip myself, you
Yes. Yeah.
know?
And there are healings that can do that, so that more and more we can put that aside, because it just doesn't have the emotional charge that it had. But there's also healings that can pull that trauma out of your energy system. So that's some of the work that I do, because it happened. Let's pull it out. Be done with it, right?
Yeah, like I can cry about it all day long, but it's not going to change the fact that it happened. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you pull an emotional charge, there's healing there. So,
Mhm.
if you're still crying about it, you just might need the right technique, baby.
Right. I don't. And unless I want to try to do shadow work and bring it up again. And of course that I get make me cry again, but that doesn't change the fact that it was there in the first place. And how do I it's not going to change. To me, to me anyway, it doesn't seem to change um anything that I relived it and went through it again. It doesn't seem to be changing with my position where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Right. Might not be the healing for you,
Right.
right? Because we
Mhm.
we want to get to the root of the problem, eradicate it. And
Yeah.
so
Eradicate.
what I want you to hear is it's possible. Okay?
Yeah.
We can talk about that, you know, privately too.
Mhm.
That we're not here. We humans do suffer. You know, Buddha, the great master Buddha, said, talked about suffering. So there's some really important teachings about real life. But misalignment is those emotions still flaring up. Something, and it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. I don't want you to hear that you're doing anything wrong. It's like we need to, for me, what I learned is things that worked, things that didn't work. If I was still uncomfortable, I still needed to keep moving forward. Um, and so that's what we're talking about today is alignment. And so what I'm hearing from you is that there is a misalignment that that you are very aware of, right? And
Yes.
and that's a really big win that you are conscious about that.
Yep.
Okay? I want you to hear that. So let's talk now. How does misalignment look? What does it look like in everyday life? It can look like low confidence, negative thinking, worrying, crying, right? Having the unbridled emotions, saying yes when we really mean no, people pleasing, imposter syndrome. I work with a lot of really self-employed business owners. If you look at them, you would be like rock star. And guess what? They are just like you and me. They have imposter syndrome, uh, and they a lot of them like they're like if people only know everything looks good, but I'm still here. So wherever you look in life, everybody, not just you, not just me, but we all have a commonality. We are human and we're all here to find out who we are. And we, with healing, with our own healing, we can peel away more of who we are not so we can reveal the beautiful gold within us. So if you're tired all the time, even though you're doing things you enjoy, that could be a misalignment. You feel like you're performing instead of being real. That's a misalignment. And repeating patterns, we know that that is a misalignment in relationship, work, habits, right? So our work is to course correct. So if you've done any of these things, and we all have, we're here to be real, right? It does not mean that you failed. Actually, showing up for this class is tells me that you are a go-getter and that you are a seeker, that you're still looking, you know that there's more, right? And that's a really good thing. So I want you to ask yourself a question. And you don't have to share, but where in your life are you still operating from survival instead of your soul? Let it rise. Just listen. No shaming. This is about self-awareness. Where in your life are you still operating from survival instead of soul? So Bobby shares fear of lack. Yeah. I bet a lot of us can relate to that too. That there will fear of lack. How does that
Sue,
just
I think
ask?
you accidentally muted yourself for a second and we didn't hear the full thing. Also, Michelle, could you please mute?
So where in your life are you still operating from survival instead of soul? And so now we're asking, now Bobby shared fear of lack. And when we're in fear, your energy, I just want you to tune into your energy right now. Think about something that is fearful in your world right now, and notice what your energy body does. Does it expand? Does it contract? So Raquel says perceived injustice. Unfortunately, I'm wrong often. I bet you're not. I bet that is just old programming. Lost purpose. And when you're thinking about these things being wrong all the time, which is not possible, and I would even love to meet you in person, I bet you that you are a diamond, maybe a hidden one, but you're a diamond. But when we feel these things, our energy contracts and we want to hide. We hide our light. And so our work is to eradicate the things that are not us. Now, these things were placed on us, in us, by someone else, society, family, maybe yourself, trying to stay safe. Children blame themselves all the time. So who needs healing? Who needs the healing? And I'm going to tell you, it's not a big leap. It's not a big leap to eradicate this misalignment. I love all your bravery. You guys are just putting it out there. And what would it like to, be like to eliminate the fear of failure, the fear of lack, the fear of not having that romantic love, that fear of always being wrong? What would your life look like if you could heal that? Freedom, calm, more delight, more light. Clarity, yes. delight too. Yeah. Peace and true joy. Ease. It would feel absolutely wonderful. So I want to share a secret with you guys. It's not a secret, but when we change our energy, our story changes. It doesn't have to be such a big leap. It does not have to be so scary. It doesn't have to be so hard. So healing is really, really valuable. More people would have extraordinary lives if they were more in their soul's alignment, focusing on their healing instead of the distractions of taking care of other people, saying yes when it should be no. So let's talk about some of the tools that we can use for alignment. Now, if you have your workbook, you can uh, write this down. You will get a replay tomorrow, so no worries. You can watch this again. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that we're just going to talk about. And think of something that you can do tomorrow. Just pick one. Because if we take action, things change. So let's scan our energy. I want you to get to tune inside and begin meeting your soul. So just close your eyes and scan your body. Where is there tightness, pain, emotion? What emotion? Your body is simply speaking to you. Your soul is speaking to you. And now you're just the witness of your soul, your being. Your awareness tells you what you need, what's in balance and what's out of balance. If this energy had a voice, what would it tell you? And just listen. Don't censor. Don't shut it up. Listen to this place inside of you. Is it hurt, angry, afraid? And listen to it. What does it need you to know? You know, anger is a wonderful emotion. It tells you when you are in danger, uncomfortable, out of alignment. Fear does too. It tells you to where the trouble is. And so now come back from this journey, and in your journal or on your paper, write the message that you received. And you can tell this place inside of you, your soul, you can tell that your beingness, that you will be back and listen more. All the gold inside of you resides inside of you when you listen. How's everybody doing? Everybody okay? Anybody have tears come up? Tears come up? Aren't you amazing? Aren't you amazing that you have all these answers inside of you, just excited, desperately needing to tell you about you? You're amazing and beautiful. And you did something that nobody's done for you before. You listened. Yay! I love it. And so this is important. This is holy work. This is holy work. To return back to ourselves is to listen to ourselves. No censoring, no judgment, just love. If you're afraid or sad, you need to be there for yourself. And then you're going to begin to feel loved because you are loved. So Louise says, her body reminded her that I no longer fit into my past. Beautiful. You're right. That was an old story. Time to grow, baby. And you are. Does anybody else want to share anything? Bobby says it's so much deeper than fear of lack. It's a lack of self-love. Oh, gold. Oh my God, Bobby, I'm so proud of you. That was deep. Yes. Really amazing. My gosh, you guys, I love it. I'm just looking at grounded, clarity, delight, peace, joy. Body reminding me that I don't fit in my past. I am vast now. I'm not what others did to me. It's so much deeper than fear. It's a lack of self-love. Oh my God, brilliant. You guys are like dropping bombs. Daniel says they were shooting in March and their fear of gun violence came up. But I also felt reassuring awareness that I'm safe in my apartment where I am, that I'm taken care of. And Sasha says, I'm feeling and experiencing that I don't know what I am. And I received the message that is because you are You are what you don't know. Deep, deep questions and information. Sigrid says everything will be okay. That's the message she got. Oh my God, you guys are brilliant. And so this is an exercise, 5-minute exercise, just listening to yourselves, the gods and goddesses that you really are. Like, you are vast and deep and beautiful. And we're here together, and you just are so brave and courageous. And yeah, and it, like Larisse says, yes, we are okay. When things get shoved down, it's kind of like the monster under the bed, right? You go to the bathroom and you take a leap from the hallway because it's so scary. But what's really under the bed is the shadows and the illusions, the subconscious, all the fears. And what it really is a blanket, right? And so that's what this, our scanning ourselves is really starting to tune in. And we can do that and just ask ourselves moment by moment or daily, however you want to do, like, what do I need in this moment? Where somebody's asking you to do something and it's like, uh, I'll get back to you. And then sit with it. Or do you want to do it or not? Like, no is a holy word. It's holy. Don't do things that are going to sacrifice yourself. Right? So you're starting to take your power back. And this is where self-love does reside. So did you like that exercise? No. So Larisse says, can you tap into your bodies and listen? Yes. Yep. Yes. This will become your new normal. If you allow it, you will ask yourself, is this good for me? What the food that I have a choice of, is this good for me or is this good for me? Do I want to do this today or this today? What kind of relationship do I want? This relationship or that relationship? And this is how magic um, is created with our awareness instead of just saying yes and creating by default, but actually what serves me? What do I want when I'm in alignment? Remember, if we go back to the beginning of the class, you're going to feel energized. You're going to be like a heck yes. Like, I want that in my life. You're going to get up and be excited for the new day. Who am I going to meet today? What can I do today? And so tuning into yourself is an amazing, amazing gift of healing. And I hope you'll keep me posted. You have my email. I want to know how you're doing. When you have your successes, I want to hear about it. And when you have your failures, I want to hear about it. And failures, listen, everybody's afraid of failing. Like I said, I work with business owners. Um, and the fear of success is actually the bigger fear because we fail all the time. We we fail all the time. There's no surprise. You fall down, you get up, right? We torture ourselves. That needs to stop. Lesson learned, that didn't work well. I'm not doing that again. Fail a lot because it means that you're doing things. But truthfully, fear of success is the biggest fear because you're building a ship, you're building a plane that that you're flying. You're going places you never went before. People will judge you like crabs in the bucket the crab starts climbing out of the bucket, and those people will pull you back because they'll be jealous or they'll say, who do you think you are? And then all the projections will come from that. So people play small all the time. And what that means is keep your energy close. Don't share it when you're creating something. Don't share it with other people. You know, go do it, then share. And also, it also makes us look at the people we're hanging around with. If we need people to keep us down, we will hang around with people that tell us that we're no good. So we need to start listening to us. Like you are your best cheerleader, you know? And frankly, we can do it together. We can have a community that we just cheer each other on, you know? You're doing something you never did before. Yay! How did it go? You fell down. What did you learn? Tell me about it because I don't want to do that. Or maybe I do, you know? So this is where we really start with what is supporting us, right? Our energy. And if you're scanning your body, you will know if it's working or not. Kiana says her spiritual roadblocks come from a fear of success, of embracing the spirituality, the judgments, not knowing. Yeah, yeah. And frankly, you know, we're not monks. We're not sitting in a cave where somebody just feeds us meals and we can just pray all day. Like we have to go, this is the real hard work of the spiritual warrior. We go out into the world, we're moms and dads, and we have jobs and we have friends, and like, and we're doing it all. This is a spiritual warrior. So you're doing great. I mean, you showed up here. So yes. Yeah, Larice has a message for you. That's a lovely place of awareness. You're more powerful than you know. Amen, sister. So, so I'm just watching the clock too. Um, so, so we did the energy scan, which is really a big deal. You're going to get a ton of information. Your body, your soul will start speaking to you. You'll have memories. Like things will come up. This is gold, guys. So the next thing is I want to teach you about clearing your energy. Now, this is something that we can do for ourselves. There is a spiritual cleanse that you may need to go to a healer for. There's a healing that I do that um, is just the bomb, but you have to be in somebody's energy. But it's available, and that's why I'm mentioning it, because if you are struggling, there is a healing around that. Don't just settle and say this is the way it is, because you do insidiously slide into a dark place when you're not doing well. And what I want you to hear is that there is help. But for this class, we are talking about things that we can do for ourselves, the scanning our energy. If you get stuck with that, again, you might need to, give me a call and we can do a session. Don't stay stuck, but do the work because there's so much that we can do for ourselves. The next thing is energy clearing. So again, this is another exercise. Let's close our eyes. So close your eyes and imagine a golden light of beautiful energy pouring down from the divine, and it enters your crown, and begins traveling down your central core, the center of your body. Your chakras delight and open your crown, your third eye, the front and back, your throat chakra, the front and back, your heart chakra, the front and back. The energy just continues to pour down your central core to your solar plexus, and your solar plexus chakras, front and back, open up. The energy comes down more to your sacral chakra, which is just below your navel, and the front and back of your sacral chakra opens. And the energy continues to go down the central core to your root chakra, and your root chakra opens, and this energy pours out your root chakra, and you are connected to heaven and the earth. Your whole being is open and relaxed. And just visualize any outdated cords or attachments gently falling away. Your energy is higher, and these cords and attachments just cannot exist in this high vibe. And you are free. And every cell of your body opens and welcomes this new energy, this gold energy. And you repeat after me. I release what no longer serves my path, and it flows. It is released and flows into the earth. And you are free. And just scan your energy now. And when you're ready, come back. How was that for you? Beautiful. Feels like Clarice is floating. And now that you scan your energy, how do you feel? Remember how you felt before? There was fear and lack, and how do you feel? Different? So meditation and connecting with the divine is a thing. It actually feeds different energy centers in our body. So from Bobby, a lot's coming up. Grateful, thank you. Yeah. And so this divine energy, good. I'm so happy that you guys felt that, because this is how we can reach, reach for the heavens too, you know. So we can scan our body, right? We don't want to, we do not want to go into spiritual bypassing and make things up. You know, the the good thing about new age stuff is that people are looking for their highest version of self. The problem with new age information is that it, you can spiritually bypass and say, well, it's not nice, so I'm not going to mention that I have these feelings. The thing is, we all have these feelings. We are human, and our work is to peel away the things that are not us, and so that we don't have the hangnails, we don't have the trauma. But we're not here to ignore it and pretend that we're something different. Because what happens is your soul hears that, and then you're going to think that there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. We're here to remember our divinity. So we have to peel away the things that are not us, not ignore them. There's reasons why you have defense mechanisms and pain and fears. There's reasons for that. And that has really important information for you. I'm not saying to embrace and become that. No, we are becoming, we are going through an ascension process. We are growing into something more. And we need to, like a snake, we need to shed that old skin. Right? You guys are rock stars here. So, so far, we practice self-scanning. And then we practiced a meditation technique of just connecting with the divine, whatever name we call it, that gold light just flowing through our central core. And you can do this whenever you know, I'm giving you things, you can use these things whenever you need. Okay, these are for you. So the next thing we can do is every day, each morning when we are in bed, you know, you're just coming out of that between time. Yes, Raina, this is recorded and you'll get a replay. No worries. So every morning when we wake up, we, just like when we got on this call, we set our intention. Now, where you put your intention, energy is going to flow there, right? So we began this call with a prayer, with an intention. We slowed ourselves down so we can be present for ourselves and for one another. And that's what you can do every day. You can wake up and you can ask yourself, what does my soul need today? What do I need today? And as this really starts transforming in your life and you start really becoming really present, you'll notice that you make different choices. Like, what do I need? Am I going this way to the store or do I take this route? Do I say yes to this? Do I say yes to that? Do I say no? Like, we start scanning our body and start listening. This is a personal revolution. Okay, and you're going to get more of what you want in your life. I remember a time, I'm going to share something that in my life, it was really hard. It was really hard. And so I asked, what do I want? And I had no clue. Frankly, I had no clue. The one thing I did know was that I wanted peace. I needed peace. It was really a hard time in my life. I was getting bombarded and it was just really, really hard. And the only thing I could cling to was peace. So what that meant was I started saying no to anything that did not bring me peace. And guess what? peace came. So ask yourself, what does my soul need today? Sometimes I wake up and I'm just like, I want to meet the right people. I I uh, I love my relationships, my community. And so it's like, who can I meet today? And it might be the person at the grocery store. You know, like when if my intention is just to meet really great people and have good experiences, they come. They're all over the place, right? If I am looking to teach a class or a trip, like what do I really want? Mountains or water, peace or merry-go-rounds, like, and so this is how we can bring this into our life. So every day, just ask, what does my soul need today? Bye, Christine. If you need to leave, I know it's 8:30, but I have a few more things, so you're welcome to stay. Um, so in the morning, you say, what does my soul need today? You might find, like as you go through this, you might be checking in with yourself periodically in the day. Like go to the ladies' room at work and just sit in the stall and say, you know, okay, how am I doing? How am I doing? Because frankly, there's nobody else that's as important to you as you. And this is not a narcissistic statement, but if you don't have you, you have nobody, right? And we can be kind and thoughtful and have relationships and be generous. There's so many things we can do, but if you don't have a relationship with you, you have nothing, right? And when your cup fills up, imagine a beautiful goblet in front of you. When your cup fills up and you fill yourself up and you're happy, then your cup overfills and flows to everybody around you. It's kind of like if you were on an airplane, they would tell you that if you were in turbulent air and the air masks fall down, well, as women and men, we might want to put it on somebody else, but they will die because we can't, it's not sustainable. We have to put it on ourselves first. And then when we take a breath, we can put it on somebody else. So this is very contrary to what most of us grew up with, right? Who's raising their hand? Is this contrary to what you were taught, right? It would be considered selfish. No. And then every night before you go to bed, you can ask yourself, where did I honor myself today? And where did I abandon myself today? Recording our successes is really important. And so is our honesty. Like, if you're scanning yourself at night and you're not feeling quite right, go inside and look, and listen to your soul if you didn't take care of yourself or you sacrificed yourself. And then just say, thank you. You know what? You're right. And then you can do it differently. This is lesson learned. It's not a shaming thing. It's like, okay, lesson learned. Yeah, that didn't go so well. Right? And then you can do, when we know better, we can do better. Make sense? So there is another tool for alignment. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4, voice activation. Practice speaking your truth out loud, even if it's just you in the mirror. Now, this is potent medicine. You know where this is really good? Role playing. You know, when you're going over your aunties and you know that a certain situation's coming up, role play. Like, what would you say? Right? Like, I did this with saying no. Now I say, well, you know what? Let me look at my calendar, get back to you. Let me, and this way, I don't just sacrifice myself and say yes and then be pissed off about it. Like, let me look at my calendar, and I'll get back to you. And then you can get back and say, hey, listen, you know what? That my day is all filled in with appointments. Now they don't need to know that the appointments are appointments with you. You can just say no, you know? And if you need to have hard conversations, say it out loud. Start hearing your voice. And I'm going to share something. My prayers, if I'm a prayer person, when I pray, I'm speaking to the Creator. When I meditate, I'm listening. So my prayers, for years, I did them quietly. They are a different energy when I say them out loud. The answers come back really differently. And so we have a voice. We speak into the ethers to create. This is our magic. So practice speaking your truth, even if you're the only one listening right now. Even if you can't take it to be a hard conversation or whatever, but start saying your truth out loud in the shower. And it can look like you saying to yourself, this is really what I want. I really want to go, I don't want the mountains. I want the beach this year. Um, my next job, this is what I want. This is what I want. You can say, this is who I really am. Like, look at me. I have opinions. I have desires. This is who I really am. My body, my soul told me today that I'm worried about lack. My soul told me today that I'm beautiful. Like, right? So Raquel says about a week ago she was driving. What was that? Lost it. Uh, Down the road talking to herself. Actually, thought she thought you had your voice. Then I thought, oh my goodness, I look like a fool. I need to learn my voice. Yes, yes. Um, I'm in New Jersey. Frankly, nobody cares. I talk to myself. I do ritual. Nobody cares. Marie said she did this with manifesting with her fiance. Just realized, yeah, you said your prayer out loud. Yeah, yeah. And then he came. I remember that, right? Don't forget, this is how the creator, you know, created by the word, by vibration. And so you too can put your vibration out into the world. It's important stuff. So, and the last exercise for tonight is aligned action. So don't just think about this. Like we did a few. There's I think five, 5 exercises. Take one, take one and start playing with it and using it and really getting familiar and letting it create a revolution in your life. And then add more or do all 5. But don't just think about it. Begin to embody it. Let your yes be a full-bodied yes. and let your no be a holy no. Okay. Any questions? Yes. Reese says, I no longer subscribe to fill in the blank, fixing men. Is that other?
You said, let your no be a whole body no, let your yes be a whole body yes. And you called that what?
I don't know.
Okay, great.
She said aligned action. Sorry.
Oh,
Thank you, Krista.
thank you, because sometimes I just don't remember what just came out of my mouth. I'm just sharing the pearls with you guys. Thank you. You're listening. So before we depart for the night, let's do a short guided meditation. If you need to leave. So relax. And so let's just drop into a sacred guided experience. Close your eyes and have your hands on your lap so that you can receive. And begin to see yourself walking through a quiet, misty forest. You feel calm, present, and open. Ahead of you, you see a fork in the road in this path. And to the left path, it's a well-worn path, familiar but heavy. And to your right is a glowing path, unknown but filled with light. Ask your soul now, which path is mine? You know. Let yourself be led. And you walk down that path. And you arrive at a sacred clearing. And there's an altar there. And resting on the altar is a symbol, a message, a gift. What is it? Pick it up. Let it speak to you. Receive this blessing from your soul. And whisper, I choose alignment. I choose myself. Gently breathe back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, and open up your eyes when you're ready. And before you forget, write down the gift and the message that you received. Capture what you saw, you felt, and you heard. And you can journal. What truth did my soul reveal to me tonight? What old path am I ready to release? What aligned action am I being invited to take next? Let it flow, no filter, just truth. It may fall out on the paper. A pearl may have dropped into the ocean and created ripples where it just permeates your soul. In the next days, you continue to let the ripples flow within you and live and expand and grow into something amazing. You might dream about this. I am so proud of you. You showed up tonight. You didn't have to. You showed up. You came and you stepped forward into something utterly new because your soul led you here. You knew. And so I am just so grateful to be here with you, to meet you, to do this journey together. You are not alone. You are not a weirdo. We are all weirdos. I'm so proud of you. I really am. Thank you, Secret. And so I want you to know that you're not alone. You have my number. We are a tribe. We can do this together. We don't have to be alone. In the good times and the tough times, we hold each other up. You're not alone. And you have you. So let's close with a prayer, shall we? I want you to close your eyes and just receive. The Creator, the Masters, the angels, your guides, your higher self, your soul, your friends here are here for you. You're not alone. We do this together. Repeat after me. I trust myself. I trust the path that is unfolding before me. I walk this path of truth, power, and in alignment with my soul. I am guided moment by moment along this path of liberation. I am loved. I am seen. I am heard. So you can come back now. Thank you for showing up in such a beautiful and sacred way tonight. It was, it was my joy being here with each of you. And I hope to do this again. Thank you. If you'd like to dive deeper, I'm here. You have my email. We can go deeper into healing work. And I do have another class that I'm going to teach, and you'll get the invitation. So we did the disease, we did this alignment of your soul, and we can go deeper for those that are interested. There will be a special price for you. There's going to be a 3-week class, and um, and for you guys, I'll put on there for a limited time a really nice discounted price, and then you know then I'll be offering it to other people. But it's time. It's time for us and our healing. It's time for us to shine and to rise. So thank you. This is just the beginning. Remember that your soul is always with you, and let's walk this together. So, namaste. Do you know what namaste is? Really a very holy, it means the divine in me sees the divine in you. And so it's not just a yoga term, it's actually an ancient Sanskrit word reaped in history and magic and high, the energy of love. Namaste. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Bye, guys. And you'll get the replay tomorrow. And let me know how your dreams are. Bye, guys.